The light for baseball north of the border at Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Toronto Blue Jays. Thomas Pannone gets the call for game 1 of the series. Stepping up to the plate, Darren James. He was swinging a hot bat in the first half and currently finds himself in second place in the league's home run standings.
And I don't expect him to slow down anytime soon, Matty. He sees himself in second place right here. He wants to get hot and overtake that top spot.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for strike 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well, winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The next 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Benintendi in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2. Striding in for the Indians, Kevin Plawecki. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving later innings.
Grounded back up the middle. James fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto.
Stepping up now, Harold Castro. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Washington at second with 2 down. Gets this one down. Fader gloves it, and he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A ball and no strikes. James has done the job, and the fans have rewarded him as he got to represent his league over the All-Star break.
Anytime you can change the scoreboard with 1 swing at a bat, and this guy can certainly do that, the fans are going to act accordingly. Very deserved that the fans would vote him into the All-Star game.
Lifted the other way to left center. Benintendi arranged to his left as he tracks this. So digging in now, Harold Castro. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. Scooped up. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. Home half of the 5th coming up. Tied at 3-3. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Previously against Vizcaíno, he's 3 for 9. He's taken him deep once. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Toronto after this. stepping in and ready for another shot. Darren James, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he sends it the other way toward right center. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Into the box, number 13. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. Now a move over to first. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag. Smoked on the ground left side, and that is through into left field, a base hit. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Standing in, Darren James will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Comes set, the 0-1. Chopper to
short.
Here,
hold it right here.
Vielma comes up with it, and the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back.
Tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 4 runs on 8 hits.
Tuesday night baseball on the show as we welcome you to Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week. But Mark Leiter Jr. is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here comes the first pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
1-1 to count. Here's the 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So coming to the plate, Aiden Fader. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots to have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Come on, go hard, you're scoring. Go hard.
Has a play, and that retires the side. Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Omar Narvaez.
1-1-1.
Toward second. James has it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
This could have been much worse for the first base.
Digging in for his second at bat, Darren James. He drew a walk his first time up. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. Benintendi sprinting after it, and they can't run it down.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Kramer takes it in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Digging in once again, Aiden Fader. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Comes set and the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So a walk and a stolen base move him into scoring position here to start the inning. And as we show you the Blue Jays leaderboard, you can see he finds himself number 4 on the list. The set and the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Weekly hit
right here, easy.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So runners at the corners now. Nobody out. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Gurriel.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and that's the first out of the inning. A tag, and he's out at the plate, a double play. Now to the plate, Omar Narvaez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way. Striding in, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Too high. 1-2. Still 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Betts. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Here now is Jake Bauers. No hits to this point.
Number 10, Jake Bauers.
Towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Darren James, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error.
Afternoon baseball on the show as you get a look there inside Rogers Center in Toronto. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Cleveland Indians and the Emmett Rodriguez gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
1-0.
One ball, one strike to count. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
The 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Coburn is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here now the 2-2.
Betts.
1-1-1.
Back up the middle. James ranging up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment.
Here now is Jake Bauers. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between
10.
June and July.
Bauers.
2-2-2.
Ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the. So it's first and third with 2 away. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts.
Betts.
It's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel at short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to. Now at the plate, Darren James, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Another full count offering on its way. Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit, and the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
What a way to square up on that ball.
You only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Jose Ramirez.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. The 1-2. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. And he'll get in there safely. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face.
The batter, number 3.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Brendan Drury. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 3-2 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sack fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. The set and the 2-2, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this. Ready once again, Darren James. He came through with an RBI single in his last at bat. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time. In now for Cleveland, Kevin Kramer, a hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Now the payoff pitch home. Left side, scooped up on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make.
Digging in, Darren James, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
0-1, here it comes. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Jays are out in front, 3-2.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Toronto led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Emmett Rodriguez notches his third win of the year. Ken Giles wraps it up for the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
folks just finishing up their work week, making their way into Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto. Sean Reed Foley, the Guamanian-born pitcher, will get the... Stepping into the box, Darren James. He was swinging a hot bat in the first half and currently finds himself in second place in the league's home run standings.
And I don't expect him to slow down anytime soon, Matty. He sees himself in second place right here. He wants to get hot and overtake that top spot.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish. He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Adames into shallow center. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts? Leading off the inning, Guillermo Salas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to and get a big inning started.
And that is through into right field for a single. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. So striding forward now, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. James has done the job, and the fans have rewarded him as he got to represent his league over the All-Star break.
Anytime you can change the scoreboard with one swing at a bat, and this guy can serve.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ramirez.
Here's a
round hard, you're
pop-up.
scoring.
Salas is under it, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Stepping in, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Hit hard to short. To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Roberto Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On the ground up the middle. James is right there, and that's the second out. Striding in to start the ninth, Darren James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, even at home when you're down by 2, trying to score a couple of runs off of one of the game's top closers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. On to first, and that is a huge out.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
For the victorious Rays, 4 runs on 8 hits.
We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Center, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Now the 3-0 offering. Taken, strike 1 on the inside corner.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 90.